This is Prince Vegeta here. You know, the prince of all godly saiyans. Make sure to turn on notifications by hitting the bell icon so you don't miss any more of Anime Insight's delicious new content. And follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and join his Discord server in the description below. Do it, and you might become a Super Saiyan God yourself.
Alright, what's up guys? This is Anime Insight here, coming with another podcast slash discussion for you guys around Dragon Ball Super. Kind of taking it back though, and this subject is going to be around when Hit versus Goku the first time around the tournament, and they basically were talking with one another while Champa and Beerus were getting at one another, and it's basically with Hit stating that we're just pawns in their games, while Goku was saying we won't be pawns in their games for long, and etc. And I just want to give a shout out to Pojo out in my server. Thanks for the theory or discussion idea, and let's get started. So what's your guys' thoughts in regards to that? Do you think that's just some foreshadowing, or just some, it's not real, it's just some BS?
I guess it's not real. I guess it's not real. I just don't know right now. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, so what basically happened is that they're like Hit and Goku were just talking in regards while Beerus and Champa were fighting, and Goku kind of made a comment like, we're not going to be pawns in like Beerus or Champa's games for much longer or longer, and we're just kind of going around that topic there. Like, do you think that that's some foreshadowing in regards that they might get as strong as Beerus and Champa one day, or you think that's just a load of BS, or you think they could ever get to that level, or to a God of Destruction level?
Well, I think that it could be like something that come in relation to when Weeds was talking about next God of Destruction when he decided to train them, or it could like foreshadowing for them, actually becoming gods of destruction. So maybe that's a storyline that they might explore in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, bro.
Right.
Nice. You got anything, Lord Frieza?
Well, if you're going to ask me, I think it might play into something a bit later, but under wraps. I think they're going to wait until we almost second we do, or perhaps they'll wait until after. I think Goku, should they survive the tournament, are going to give their rightful gods of destruction a thrashing to.
Frieza.
What about you, Pat? Do you have any other thoughts in regards to the discussion around it? Like, do you think they would ever get to that level, or maybe even get to maybe even the cent of that level?
Well, they probably might get a little tiny, just a tiny hint of it, close to their level, but just a tiny bit. Like, if you think about being Goku and other guy, before they are a tiny bit to them, just a tiny bit.
Okay.
Right. I mean, I don't think that it could do it. Knew what was going on when Goku got knocked out at the end. Chance to show him we ain't pawns. Like, it could be,
Yeah.
But with that, I'm hoping for something more. So that could have been it right there. Like, oh, this is our chance. Neither one of them probably actually liked the fact that they was forced to be in this tournament. Like Earth was gonna get transported to this universe.
True. That's actually true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you
what do you guys think about them being pawns?
As them being pawns, because they definitely were sort of just a means to an end, or something as a piece to be used. Because if you kind of see, the whole tournament was basically based on which fighter was going to win. And yeah, and it's kind of like Universe 7 against Universe 6, just going at it, like twin brothers going at it to, beat the other one. Not really thinking, well, besides Goku, because, he's a battle-loving maniac. He just kind of wants to do things on his own, and he like just likes fighting. But I could see him being smart in this situation by saying that we won't be pawns for much longer. But what about you, P4T or Lord Frieza? Anything that you guys want to give back to Pat's comment at all, or?
Well, I'm like, they're like, they might do something so that way they won't be pawns no more. Like, they don't want to be pawns no more, or like that.
Yeah. Here's
No, go ahead.
Considering this is Dragon Ball Super and God knows absolute hot shit over our eyes, some like surprises. I think
True.
the way this tournament might go is Goku and Hit are going to last, not going to fight each other. They're just going to let the time run out. Or if they do fight, they aren't going to go by the Zeno's rule per se. They're just going to fight as they see fit.
I think that they are gonna fight, but at the same time, right before, like, it's gonna be probably tied between them because like they both knock each other out. Or they're just too tired.
I don't know about that, because right after this, like, I know it's just a provisional title, but it's saying like right after the 1 hour special, it's gonna be Hit versus Jiren, while Goku might be knocked out or something. Do you still think that, Pat? Like, because I kind of agree with Lord Frieza, because Universe 6 and 7 kind of been teaming up with each other for like the last few episodes already, where Goku saved like Kel and Khalifa, Goku saved Hit from Dispo, etc. Like, I don't think Goku wants Universe 6 to get out. Like, but
Well, when you reset it, he probably they probably won't fight each other. I'm going with Frieza idea actually. What?
what about you, bro? What about you, bro?
The tournament, I don't know. I got a feeling that they, like, from what I see from watching it, my gut is telling me that it's going to be something involving Gohan, because they've been underplaying him, but when they didn't show him, like when he saved Krillin, it was like effortless. But then they showed him fight some people where he actually had problems, so it kind of put my theory into question. But at the same time, it just, I don't know. Like, they brought him out of retirement to put him in this arc, and I feel like they did it for a reason. But, at the same time, they keep hyping up Jiren and Goku, and I just feel like that's a complete send-off. Like, oh, they want you to get hyped up about it.
All right.
He might have got disconnected. No worries. We'll just continue on. So, welcome back, Bill. Just start off where you left off at.
I was talking about Gohan. So, I was just like saying, they keep hyping up Jiren and Goku, and I feel like that's just a distraction tactic. Like, they want you to get hyped up about it, so then when the curveball comes, you'll be heavily surprised. But I don't know. I feel like something interesting has to happen with Frieza. Goku and Jiren gonna have to fight. We got this new transformation, so I feel like they probably eliminate each other or something like that. But it's gonna come down to somebody, because they show Gohan see that pendant of the other guy from the other universe that got erased. Like, see, they keep throwing hints, and I just feel like it's something to that.
Yeah.
Now here's a good thing to go off of that. Since Gohan is seeing all this massacre, and we all know how Gohan feels about shit like that, do you think they show Goku's form because they're hiding a Gohan new form?
I mean, they hinted,
maybe his anger, maybe what's going on in the tournament and all these innocent lives being destroyed might push him. If not him being pushed by that alone, I'm sure Frieza's going to do some big injury during the tournament.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you are on something, Lord Frieza, because they kind of been hinting at Gohan getting a new form after, like, he stated that he wants to achieve a form never seen before, and maybe it might be, like, again, kind of like how we talked about the last time, it might be an alteration of the Mystic form, maybe being Super Saiyan White because it's a form that we never saw before. Because Akira Toriyama actually wanted to use that kind of form before, but we never saw it. But Goku's base form with Mystic is basically a white aura, so I wouldn't mind seeing like him get a white transformation. I think that would be cool. What's your guys' thoughts on it? Besides with Lord Frieza's comments and maybe mine as well in regards to that, it might just be kind of like an evolution of the Mystic form.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any other theories about it?
Gohan. Who else could do something in this tournament? Oh yeah, I did have a question for everybody up in here about the mortal that's stronger than the God of Destruction, which I'm assuming is somebody from Universe 4, since the God of Destruction from Universe 4 was the one that beat Beerus in the arm wrestling contest, which I saw in the manga. So I'm imagining it's one of these invisible two fighters that they have. Maybe they'll fuse and become a stronger version, because right now in their current form, its bugs don't look, too scary, but obviously something to it.
All right.
Go ahead, Pat. You can go first.
Well, I actually have nothing else to say. I have his idea.
Okay. So what I would say off of that is that the manga and the anime, they both kind of are similar to one another, but they do have separate continuities. Like they both kind of do have like the same end goal, but I'm not sure if the strongest universe or strongest mortal is from Universe 4. They may be. I might be wrong, and I'll accept it. But the only thing is that like there's like a whole bunch of different parts. Like if you saw the Goku Black art, there was multiple Zamasus, as if in the anime there was only one Zamasu and him was getting sliced by Trunks' sword and then getting erased. And with that though, it would make kind of sense if they were the creators of the fusion dance or along those lines, because we knew about the fusion dance and there was actually people prior to them or prior to Goku or Gotenks and Trunks and Goku and Vegeta doing it before from ages ago. So they might be the creators of it. And another thing as well that I want to point out is with that, if they are the strongest fighters, Bill, what kind of powers do you think they have? Do you think because they're so small, they're like kind of just like attached to somebody's body and like, suck the ki out of them? Or when they form together, they become like something even more menacing? Or what's your thoughts in regards to that, Bill?
Well, from some research I did myself about those fighters that I think on a website they refer to them as like cicadas. So you know what I'm saying? From what I know about cicadas is they have a lot. They make a lot of noise. So I figured it'd be some type of disabling screech effect or something like that, and then maybe like what is? Cicadas, they merge with new bodies, so it could have something to do with that. It might be like hard to destroy them, because the time you destroy them, they just leave their old body like a snake or something. Like I don't know, but it's a good theory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's your guys' thoughts on the new preview or the new trailer we got yesterday, kind of around showing Goku's new form and and some kind of conflict between the last preview that we got from the 108 episode, I believe, yeah, it was the 108 episode where it showed Goku was in the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, I'm assuming, launching the Genki Dama down, while in the preview, it just shows him in base form launching it down. Do you think that he goes in Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 after when he launches it down, or do you think they kind of messed it up there?
I think it's kind of like what he's doing with Blue throughout the tournament, where he kind of like turn it on and turn it off. Maybe he, mastered being able to turn stuff on and turn it off so he could preserve energy. So could be what he did that a couple times or something like that.
I kind of so far has been kind of. For those who have seen that movie, you understand what I'm saying.
All right.
What's you, Pat? You got any ideas on the preview? How it conflicts with the?
Well, I think that his form. Well, his form. Wait, repeat the question. Repeat the question.
Basically, so you know how the one you're good. No worries. The 108 episode show him doing the Super Saiyan Blue times 20 Kaioken, and then he launches the Spirit Bomb. In the trailer that got dropped yesterday, it just shows him in base form. Just pushing it down, pushing the Genki Dama down or the Spirit Bomb down in his base form. And what they're telling us, or what Bill was saying, was that he is kind of just going in and out of his transformations just to conserve energy. But yeah.
I would say that it's probably true. Maybe I don't know. Like, I don't know. To tell you the truth.
No, you're.
I might have to think about that. Like maybe like 2 to 3 minutes by most.
You're good, bro. No worries. But on to the next discussion in regards to, since we kind of talked a lot about the 1 hour episode, do you guys have any questions in regards to it before I might? Anybody else?
No, I don't think. No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I got one question. Like as far as Jiren, how does everybody think Jiren powers work? Like are they like somewhere the fact that he's not using any, he's like stockpiling powers, or is it just like he's strong, he's just reserving to use power?
He's probably preserving his power so that way when he was up against Goku, he can use his strength against him.
Yeah.
Jiren is definitely safe. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree as well. Like he's conserving himself just to unleash his key in the 1 hour episode.
Yeah. See, me personally, I think he's doing something else. Like I think he's either meditating or some type of way that the fact that he's not doing anything is making him even stronger than if somebody would have attacked him.
Yeah, that's good. That's true.
Then again, I also kind of think Jiren is going to be in some kind of trouble because what's the one thing we all have seen in Dragon Ball Super and Resurrection after has not appeared in the Tournament of Power yet.
Chi-Chi beating his shit out of Goku.
No. What hasn't been shown in the Tournament of Power yet? Golden Frieza.
Yeah,
true. What do you think will happen to everyone when he pulls that card out? Because we know it takes some stamina, but as we found out after Resurrection, tapping into that power every now and again.
Well, he used this to fight. He used this to fight. Everybody saw it, but
Ace. True. Frieza's just hiding in a way. I think Frieza's gonna be one of the undercards like Gohan, just gonna be staying low, and then at the last moment, like what you said last time, Frieza, he's gonna take advantage of them being beat up, So I think he's gonna take advantage of that.
Frieza's just waiting for everyone to get their asses licked.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I want that Vegeta is watching him, though. I know not to trust Frieza's Vegeta.
True.
And
hey, sounds good. All that sounds interesting. I just can't wait, man.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see what they do with my character.
Frieza, shut up. Let me talk, please. Okay,
I can see it now. All the bodies flying and me saying my favorite one-liner. What lovely fireworks.
Frieza.
Classic.
Firstly, Frieza laugh make me cringe. Second off, have you
it'll
ever
be
thought that
interesting to see how everyone handles Frieza once he decides to actually go Golden Boy.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought that Frieza planned this whole thing?
I mean,
Like,
you have to
planned this from the
remember,
beginning.
the one thing people like to forget is they think Golden Frieza is nowhere close to where Goku is.
Nah.
Remember, they both knocked each other out with one punch the last time they fought.
Yeah, but
True.
Goku
That's
was in his base form before that, and then he just took that God of Destruction power.
But
He tried to fight it off, and then he didn't use Blue. I mean, he didn't use Kaioken at all.
yeah.
Have
And
you
that was
guys
like
ever?
his strong card last
Managed
time.
If
to
he-
knock him out. Like, remember, during all the fights they've ever had, Frieza has.
That's true.
Frieza did some mental training too. If you think about it again, I'm just gonna bring this back. Like he did some mental training while in hell about killing Goku over and over again, like a million times in his head until Goku came to recruit him for the tournament. That guy has some mental strength above everybody in the tournament. I would say, like, he has one of the most strongest minds in the tournament and knows exactly what he's doing. But with Lord Frieza, though, if he does decide to betray, like, I guess, Universe 7, because obviously he is, who do you think he's going to target first? Like, Goku or, like, the nearest Universe 7 around him, or, like, just go berserk?
Being suspicious. If Frieza decides to go after anyone, he's going to go for the weaker Saiyans of 6.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That might be true.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kel versus him.
Like,
That's out of the way.
I think Kel would get an ass whip.
The only other.
But,
I'm afraid it's Kaba.
oh my god, Kaba's going to get
Kaba's
destroyed.
Basically, like a nice Vegeta.
Kaba's going to get destroyed. He's
Hates about Goku.
He's having a battle already with Topo.
Weak point is he always underestimate Saiyan. So I feel like that's gonna be his downfall in the tournament. Like, he always underestimate him. Like, even when he came with his gold form, he's like, "I've trained, I could beat you guys." Then they had a new transformation, just put him out. So then it's like,
But
Goku
you have
gotta
to remember, it took Whis and Beerus's intervention, because otherwise Earth would have been gone. Because even
that's
Vegeta
true.
underestimated the fact that Frieza destroys planets for a fucking living.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But he still wasn't strong enough to beat him, which is the point. Like, he was outmatched. If they was just going all out on him, it was just like nothing he could have done. Which in this case, if he goes up everything in depth, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that in the tournament. So it's like, now you have to actually beat people, or at least eliminate them. You can do dirt.
See,
as long as you don't cheat.
what I know, Frieza's going to say it. So I think he's going to take his torturing up a notch with the Saiyans of Universe 6.
I'm
He's
gonna
going to take sweet pleasure, basically.
As long as you don't do it,
Kaba's gonna
relief.
get some butt whooping. But it'd be surprising if Vegeta might save him, because he was the one that actually showed him how to be a Super Saiyan. So it might be funny if he actually shows some intervention. Because the only other time, again, I just want to point this out, is that we actually saw some emotion from Vegeta was when Master Roshi, he actually said he didn't mean that in a mean way, just taking it back to that episode, like, hey, Vegeta has, like, this side, just a little bit, like, not too nice, but
Vegeta has bad respect for Master Roshi.
definitely, especially that. Look at that episode. At the end, he's basically said it's your time to retire, not meaning any disrespect, but you did enough. It's time to retire so you don't kill yourself, basically.
Good work, old man.
Good
I think that was more disrespect. I think that was a disrespect. 'Cause it was like, dude, you almost got me eliminated. Get the hell out of here before you fuck around and get somebody else hurt. Like, it was like, it's like, now you
that
know
would be the old Vegeta, but this is the new Vegeta, the one that gives Goku a thumbs up after he fucking boo Vegeta.
The one that...
But I'm saying, like, it was still like the same Vegeta. Like, that's the way I took it. It was like, just go, man. Like, go ahead. He didn't want to be disrespectful about it, but it was like, now you see how useless you are at this point. You didn't deal with your hand. But
Okay. Say that, but Master Roshi got how far in the tournament? Yamcha would have been rung out of the house.
Bro, Yamcha is not.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying it got
Yamcha.
to the point where it was like you can't do it anymore.
Frieza, why you even bring Yamcha's name in this conversation? Yamcha is in the.
He's a joke.
Yamcha's in the memes. Leave his ass there.
Yamcha is such a joke that even the YouTuber that decides to try to voice act him like him can't even sound like him.
Toriyama just don't like Yamcha anyway.
Oh hell no.
Nah.
Yamcha's meme.
Toriyama
He should have.
Baseball game and Yamcha ended up in the same position by Spider-Man.
Dude, did you guys watch? Did you guys watch the group text between the Universe 7 team and Yamcha was like, everybody's training and everybody was starting ragging on Yamcha? If you guys haven't, you guys gotta watch that video because it's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know why they brought Yamcha back. They should have brought Launch. You guys remember Launch from the old Dragon Ball? That was yeah, Launch.
Yeah.
I don't know why they one had split personalities.
But second, you don't make me go Super Saiyan. I'm the best Super Saiyan human on the planet, especially when I pull that gap.
Launch was awesome, man. But back in regards to the tournament, though, or kind of around like that, do you guys have any theories of you guys' own in regards of what might happen? Besides what we kind of already know, do you guys have like any unseen things that you think that's gonna happen like soon, not later on?
2 words about what's gonna happen. Cabba's fucked.
Just funny the way you put that, man.
Well, think about it. I'm not even thinking about this from like a story standpoint. I am kind of, but I'm more thinking about this as Akira Toriyama. Which of the 3 Saiyans would you rather keep? The one that's really Asian looking and no one gives a shit about, or the Broly girl, or the girl that pulls in the most dollars?
The Asian, the
Goku. You know what?
Miss Baka Baka Chan over there.
I don't know.
Think about it. Khalifa's without being too tsundere.
Yeah.
And when is these Namekians gonna show their head?
I know. Do you guys? What do you guys?
I think.
Do you think they're evil? I just want to
That's
ask.
the funny thing. I think that's one of the hidden characters. Actually, is one of these other universe Namekians.
And then,
Well, Universe 7 got 2 more Namekians. I mean, Universe 6 got 2 Namekians that we ain't seen yet.
yeah, Piccolo's basically trash right now.
Yeah.
He has to recover his stamina.
What if Piccolo? Yeah. Well, here's my opinion though, or something I've been thinking of. So one of these characters we haven't seen is a Namekian. What if it turns out this motherfucker has the same powers as Lord Slug and just becomes this huge Namekian monster that's
Oh shit!
like destroying everything in his path?
If
And
he
then
goes
we get a slight homage to Lord Slug without being a
Hey, Lord
rehash.
Frieza. Lord
I mean,
Frieza,
that's what they
guess
deal
who's
with
here?
Broly. Sounds plausible to me.
Number 1 and 2 have collided. Now we get 3 motherfuckers.
They're bringing all the movies and all the series back.
Afternoon, my lord.
What's up, Peppo?
A video here. So.
I know.
What's your opinion on this tournament and power business that's been going on?
So as I joined, I heard something about the new Namekians and a homage to Lord Slug. I wouldn't put it past them, especially due to the homage to Broly. I'm sure they'll probably pull the same thing.
That'll be awesome.
I don't think they're gonna do it like frame for frame, like pretty much the female Broly. I mean, I know she's got a name, but I think it's Kale. Yeah, Kale.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty much just the whole Broly movie, but brought down to the most epic parts of the movie and forgetting all the children make me angry.
Mm-hmm. Crying babies.
I hate
How dare you do it?
What about the
wait.
possibility of confusing, like Piccolo and Nail?
That's another thing
Oh,
that I've been thinking about is what if they fuse together to become like an ultra Namekian or something?
oh
like
shit.
Maybe it's two super Namekian, then they fuse together
What
to
would you
become like
think?
some four-armed Vishnu-looking monster.
I doubt that it will have 4 arms. I doubt it will have 4
Or
arms.
Piccolo
It
could
probably
defeat him and then absorb him or something.
Hey, Piccolo.
Disqualified. Why? You technically killed those two. Fuck.
Piccolo.
They still live with the
Piccolo.
so I technically didn't kill him.
Hey, hey.
You don't understand. They're living inside of there. I can hear their thoughts and voices.
Hey, Piccolo is just gonna shoot an egg at. Yo.
Why the fuck did you absorb them?
You don't understand. Every time I masturbate, it's basically an orgy.
Piccolo, what the fuck?
Even though we don't have genitalia, I still managed to pull that off.
With my dende.
Why do you think our Gohan? I gotta reach that asshole somehow.
Hey, Piccolo's asexual now. He's just gonna spit out some egg out his mouth, and he's gonna have a new kid. He's gonna call him Baby P. Some shit like that.
What do you think of my son, Gohan?
wait.
He's
I have a question.
interesting.
I think I'm going to name him Pickle P.
I'll name him Oboe, that or Clarinet.
Say hello to Squidward.
I'll name it
Nah.
Have you guys
Okay.
Back onto that tournament of power. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do coming up here.
Now, if they pay homage to Dr. Wheelo, I'm gonna have some problems.
Oh no! I can blow away entire aliens and planets. Has trouble defeating a robot made out of machines.
Or what if they pay homage to Bojack? Bojack
Oh,
was really obscure. He wasn't popular.
yeah.
I mean, they could have Gohan just doing some splitting people in half with kicks, but then there could be an issue.
Yeah, there was a lot of punching to the gut those days, right? We just punch him to the gut.
Want to see me do
Punching
the
through
splits?
people.
Yeah, that's true.
Want to see me do the splits? Sure.
See, I made you split. I get it.
And then you just hear Frieza go, ah.
That's all like
What I would love to see though from Frieza is for him to get as angry as he did with like when he first saw Trunks.
Oh,
I want to see
that'd be
that level
great.
of anger again. That would be awesome. Just no, you fucking don't.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Hey, anybody wonder what Dr. Rhoda's ability was?
Frieza.
Okay.
Dr. Rhoda, that little
The pig guy.
dog-looking
Oh, yeah.
from Universe 6, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Honda tribute?
I have a good.
I don't know if it's relevant what his ability was, because it's funny that they didn't let us hear what it was at all.
Bro, that guy just got KO. He got one shot.
Oh,
Pow.
Lord Frieza got my joke. That's pathetic.
I got you, joke.
Hey,
I
man,
got
calm
you,
down.
joke.
Come on now. That was amazing.
I said, calm the fuck down, boy. If you don't fucking calm down, I'm gonna have to send you back to the trailer park you came from.
But yeah, Paul.
Try me, Paul.
Now, what I would actually be really interested to see, and I want to get your guys' opinion, is how would you guys feel about Vegeta and Frieza kind of being forced to team up against an enemy? Like, say someone's coming after them. No, not as in like, hey, we're best buddies again. But when I say working together, I mean the way Vegeta works together with people he hates, which is like, out of the way, asshole, he's mine to kill. Excuse me, Vegeta, I was trying to beat him up. You snooze, you lose, bitch.
Here, I got this. Don't worry, Frieza. I was gonna kill you anyway.
I I would be kind of interested to
Yeah,
see.
that would. Who do you think would they
kind of
team up
forced
against?
to, like, help each other, and then Frieza mocking Vegeta for it, and Vegeta
Yeah, they just.
triggered as fuck.
That'd be.
Oh, Vegeta,
You know what I would have loved to have
remember when we
heard?
used to work like this together? Before you found out I blew up your filthy monkey planet.
Yes, please shut up. I don't like you anymore.
Him or Goku?
Like, who?
It would be very interesting.
Who do you think they would?
I mean,
Like, who do you think they would team up against though? Like, who's that powerful besides like Jiren? Besides Jiren.
It'd have to be either Hit or Jiren.
Oh, Hit would be pretty hard. Hard, yeah.
Or Kale in her super Broly berserker mode.
Do you think she actually can control it now or no? Because it looks like she got.
Yes,
There's only one way to find out, and it's my favorite part about the original series. If you want to find out if she can control her, find out
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
there was
Okay,
what was
I have a good question.
Okay, well, go ahead, Pat.
I have a good question. I've been trying to tell you this all the time, but Frieza want to talk over me. So anyway,
Thank you all for coming out here and joining us today.
Okay.
Everyone,
Have you ever thought that Frieza?
I think they've been downplaying all that time.
Okay, bring it back, guys. Okay, bring it back, guys. Okay, go ahead, Pat.
Have you ever thought that Frieza?
I can agree. They have been kind of downplaying Vegeta. He got like 5 minutes of screen time.
Okay, for real now. Just let Pat go. He'll.
Have you ever thought that Frieza ever planned this all along throughout the whole Dragon Ball Super series when he got invited to tournament, or have you thought he'd been planning this all along?
Well, that would have to depend on your move falling in place.
Well, anyone else got an answer to that?
Well, I just think that if he was, yeah, try to get your echo fixed, bro.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't hear him at first.
I had to turn down P4T because he's been echoing a lot. It's gonna make this video a lot worse.
Yeah.
So much.
Okay, push to talk.
Yep.
Come on.
I was trying to say that. Have you ever thought that?
But
Frieza
yeah, it
been
would
playing
be
this all
interesting to see Vegeta get his own little dedicated episode. You know what I mean?
Vegeta's resolve.
For you to get his own episode, possibly. Where they go with some background stuff or something.
Well, not like going into his backstory. We already know his backstory. He's an angsty little teen bitch. But no, what I mean is like an episode where he starts destroying people.
Pat, dude, push to talk.
Well, they had an episode like that already.
I know Vegeta needs more. He's my favorite character after he gave his life in the Buu Saga.
Yeah.
Frieza.
Especially after he hugged Trunks too.
You want to know what I would love to see? Is
What?
instead at the end, as soon as Goku killed Frieza in the Resurrection of F, I would have loved to see the announcer from Halo come up and say, "Killjoy."
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It just shows Frieza with a damn energy sword, and he's like, "It's mine."
Because yes, that's how Frieza sounds. Hi, I'm Frieza.
I just said Vegeta, but okay.
Vegeta's gonna do a KO10, y'all. That's what's gonna happen, man. Vegeta's gonna do a KO10.
Kaioken, no, there's
Hold on.
Kaioken or
Fuck with Van. He doesn't steal moves like Goku.
yeah, Vegeta. The only way
Saiyan either.
The-
So it's about time to change.
The only way that Vegeta would ever learn the Kaioken is if he learned from Goku, and that never was shown. That's impossible. Or learn from King Kai, which was also never shown because Vegeta
Which is
doesn't
actually
rely on help. Yeah, it is
He
possible.
doesn't matter to go Super Saiyan either.
He just, but I don't think Kaioken is another level.
Trunks do it.
Kaioken is like something else that I don't know is another thing.
Yeah,
But with
Kaioken
that,
is just filled.
with that though, Bill, I do think that he can get perfect Super Saiyan Blue though. Like, even though that the manga shows it only, I do believe that he may be able to get perfect Super Saiyan Blue though. What's your thoughts on that, Frieza?
This
I
fucking
don't know.
audio.
That's why you just mute Pat.
Hey.
Yeah, Pat.
Hey.
I'm gonna have to meet you soon, Pat, because you're like echoes killing the podcast.
Yeah.
Let me change to my other.
But yeah, I would be interested to see some kind of like
Because Vegeta's
some
resolve,
kind of teamwork
you know,
between,
too.
universe. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead though.
No,
Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's just like,
I already said what I said. I'd like to see some more teamwork in Universe
Alright,
7 that we're
here.
not used to.
I got you. It's just like old times, isn't it, Vegeta? It's like, I still hate you. Please leave me alone.
Hey Vegeta, remember when you worked for me? Frieza, shut up.
Yes.
No, when you think about it, Vegeta, you were kind of like my favorite little puppy. You know, except, well,
Frieza,
actually you were
I
more
swear
like
to
my
God.
pet monkey.
Frieza, I swear to fucking Christ, if you bring up the pet monkey thing one more damn time, I swear I'm gonna turn Super Saiyan Blue and take you out myself!
Frieza, I got it.
Pet monkey.
Oh, for God's sake.
Here, I got it. Frieza, I got it.
No.
I
Alien,
swear to
alien.
God,
I already
you bring
did
it up again.
Alien,
You bring it
alien,
up again.
alien. No,
Frieza, I have a better
over.
way.
No.
You fucked
The
up
joke is
show.
over. What?
You've ruined the
No.
world right now.
I'm sorry, which of us is a voice actor? That's what I thought. Calm down.
Both of us?
Damn.
Both of us?
No.
Yes.
No. I'm sorry.
All right, well then let me hear your Patrick Warburton.
Why the fuck would I want to do that, faggot?
Sure you can pull it off. Come on.
Anyways, back on the topic of something that's actually important, not a washed-up actor. With Dragon Ball Super, I would like to see some more interesting, you know,
Duels,
words
like,
said
yeah.
between
Yeah.
Vegeta and Frieza, because they've been pretty much avoiding each other the whole
Actually-
tournament.
Hey,
I'd like to see Piccolo and Frieza team up because Frieza did kind of exterminate his entire race at one point.
But here's the
That's
thing:
both of them.
Vegeta knows Frieza.
He
Piccolo
worked.
was just killed by him. Wah! Who gives a shit?
Hey, but another.
Vegeta was not only killed by him, but he was killed in the most pathetic way possible.
Hey,
while lying
hey,
on the
Frieza, I want to ask you something, bro. What, or everybody actually?
Like a bitch.
I kind of want to, guys. I want to ask you guys something in regards to that, like the whole kind of topic. It's just in regards to what you're saying, though, Lord Frieza. What if like Lord Frieza or Frieza teams up with Vegeta and then kind of starts trouble by? I don't know if it was in Resurrection F.
I gotta go.
I don't know if it was in Resurrection S, but it was basically when Frieza stated, or no, sorry, Wiz stated that he basically Beerus was the one that gave Frieza permission to blow up Planet Vegeta. And do you think that would cause like a lot of turmoil between Beerus and Vegeta?
Oh yeah. See, if Frieza and Vegeta do a little team up, I have no doubt in my mind that Frieza's going to let that little tidbit of information slip, and then Beerus is going to be in some hot water with Vegeta. And it may even lead to Vegeta just dropping himself out of the whole tournament.
Damn. What'd you, Pat? You
Just
got
so he
anything?
can go beat up on Beerus.
I don't know. I don't think Vegeta will forget about his daughter just because he's mad at Beerus.
No, I'm not saying he's going to kill Beerus. I'm just going to say he's going to give Beerus a fucking earful, like when he hit Bulma.
Oh, yeah. Probably mad. I mean, I would think he would already assume that since he saw Beerus, like, face stomp his father.
I actually want to see that too.
Right.
Well,
He kind of did things, but
yeah. Well, it was like different levels back then though. Like Vegeta was just like a baby, you know, and they never had like Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue or anything. They just was like normal
Father,
monkeys.
give me a bottle of the greatest Saiyan milk.
No! You don't need a bottle.
Shut your ass up, Vegeta. But father, I need to beat Yugimoto in a trading card game. The fuck? You're gonna need Obelisk. If you're going to beat him, you're going to need Super Ultra Chicken. The hell is that, father? But yeah. See, like I said before, I'm just going to reiterate this because I am almost certain it's going to happen, and that is that Frieza's going to pull some shit with the Saiyans from Universe 6, and I'm just going to say it. Kaba is going to get his shit pushed in. Khalifa and Kale, they're probably going to be fine, but I'm afraid that if Frieza goes after them, it's the end of Kaba in the tournament.
Yeah, Kaba might suffer like a. Oh my god!
Frieza's a
Oh my
fucking
god!
sadistic ass.
Did you see what he did to that yard rat? Definitely.
Let me go word for word. Let me go word for word on what I think is going to happen. I think Frieza's going to use the two girls to get Kaba to like really throw his all at Frieza, and then Frieza's just going to show him that he's nowhere close to doing. And then right before Frieza rings out the two girls, I think Kaba's going to jump in the way, take the blast, and get knocked off himself, which may send Khalifa into a rage because we all know Khalifa secretly wants that Kaba D.
She wants that cabbage.
Then Frieza and Khalifa are going to start fighting, and Khalifa's going to get her shit pushed in because she's going to realize Frieza's
on another
way
level
too strong for her, which is going to make Kale start fighting, and then Kale's going to get her shit pushed in, which I think is what's going to make Khalifa go to the next level, because I know I have a sneaking suspicion before the tournament is over, Khalifa is going to be at least learn how to be a Super Saiyan 3.
Oh, I believe Super Saiyan 3, yeah.
She said
I
she
think
could
so
do it
too.
before the end of the tournament.
But
Yes, and I believe Frieza's going to be that push to make Khalifa go Super Saiyan 3.
what's your guys' thoughts on Frieza versus Hit though? Like at all possible, and like not right now or just any time in the tournament? Do you think that might be a possibility?
Frieza's going to stay away from Hit as much as
I don't
possible.
think Frieza could fight Hit. If Hit is any stronger than he was when he was fighting Super Saiyan Kaioken Blue Goku, I don't think Frieza could fuck with that.
Yeah, I think Frieza's going to stay as far away from Hit as possible until Frieza knows for a fact he can beat Hit. He's going to wait.
Like him hurt.
When it comes to the strongest characters, that's why I said Frieza's definitely going to go after the Saiyans. They aren't that strong.
Yeah, they're pretty weak.
I mean, they've gotten this far, and himself went in Berserker form, but the other two they're lagging behind.
yeah.
Well, Khalifa, yeah. Khalifa,
I mean, we've already lost how many of the Pride Troopers?
Yeah, Pride Troopers got wrecked.
Pride Troopers were probably stronger than Universe's 6 Saiyans.
Yeah, I believe like some of them.
No,
I think like Kokote's power. It was the Carousel guy, the general guy. Kokote, Tupper, a bunch of like at least because there's only 3 left, so like almost all their team got eliminated. But they almost had.
Do we remember who eliminated all of them? Universe 7.
Except for
has been wiping out the Pride Troopers.
Except for Carousel, Kokote. No, Kokote did get defeated by Android 18, but Carousel and like 2 other guys, I think, or another guy, they got destroyed by. Remember the key battle that they had with one another, Kill and Khalifa them.
Yeah.
That was the only one, or only 2. But Dispo, who do you think he might fight next? Yeah.
I don't know.
That'll be an interesting one for sure.
He might. Do you think it might be part 2 with? Actually, no, never mind, because it's Jiren versus Hit after the 1 hour episode. I don't know who Discord would take on, like, to be honest, because his speed is pretty deadly. Like,
I would be interested to see how he fares against Golden Frieza.
that would be a good match.
I think it's going to be either Vegeta or Goku taking him out. My major question, though, is why the fuck is the fat girl from the Beautiful Universe still in the fucking game?
I know. Like everybody hates her. Like,
she should have been wrung out like 15 episodes ago.
Goku's just playing around. That's why.
She's strong.
With the power of love, Pat. Come on.
The only thing that's strong about her is her fucking stomach.
Did you see what?
That it can take that much weight.
Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened to the yard rat that said that? I got the power of peace and love on my side.
What?
He got destroyed by Frieza.
Yeah. Peace and love universes get their asses handed to them, so she's gonna be out.
Ribrianne is only there as a filler character purpose, just to hype up the 1 hour episode, just to make everybody mad. And then when the 1 hour episode comes along, then she's gonna get her ass killed, and everybody's gonna be like, hell yeah, or disqualified.
She's gonna be out in like minute 3.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still have like hidden fighters?
Hidden
There's
fighters?
only 2 hidden fighters, and they're from Universe 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Universe 6 has like might have a Namekian with them.
They have
Ooh.
2 Namekians.
Yeah, they got the 2. They got Purina, and I forget the other one. The Purina one guy, he kind of looks like Lord Slug, to be honest, or kind of like resemblance of him. He's kind of like a bulkier, while the other guy, I can't remember his name, but he kind of looks like Piccolo a little bit, or kind of similar kind of character.
Yeah, the Lord Slug guy, I'm guessing, is gonna fight just like Lord Slug, getting big in IVs. But I would love to see the skinnier guy to fight like King Piccolo, if anyone remembers his fighting style.
Oh, he's pretty animal. Yeah. Remember him? Yeah.
Just brutal karate.
Bro, he was an amazing character. Like, if Piccolo had any shroud of...
It would also be funny to see Goku headbutt the crap out of him and knock him out of the ring as like a small homage to Dragon.
Yeah.
Because we get a lot of homages to Dragon Ball Z, but think about it, we don't get...
Universe 2.
Yeah, he wasn't around long.
But go ahead, Frieza, though.
He got eliminated by somebody?
Who's that?
I don't know. I don't know.
They said it was tough.
Who got eliminated? Or...
I was wondering if the old guy from Universe 2 got eliminated, the one with the cape.
Cape. Do you remember his name?
He's an old dude. His name was Zarbuto or something.
Universe
They say he was
2.
a truffle.
Let me see here.
I don't know.
Let me see. I'm gonna just look at something real quick.
He had a white cape on. He was an old guy. With
Was he fighting anybody?
I never remember seeing him get eliminated.
With the white mustache.
Yeah.
And his name was
I feel
Speical?
like I know who you're talking about, but nothing's coming to mind.
Speical. Let me see.
I can't remember if he got eliminated or not.
Do you know what his name was from Universe 2?
White mustache.
He's from Universe 2.
Zarbuto?
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm gonna Google to see if he got eliminated.
I see him that he doesn't look like he got eliminated because I never saw any of him. So, actually, wait. Zarbuto was one of the 10 warriors.
Now, I'm obvious with Dragon Ball Super here, right?
Yeah.
Who else laughed their ass off when Frost got erased?
Me. Definitely me. I'm sitting there like, you dummy.
Like,
the fact that Frost thought he could fucking get away with attacking Frieza was just like,
the most...
Really?
Yeah, that was the most ignorant move he could ever make.
Bitch, you thought. And guess what, motherfucker, you thought. Oh.
He got Frost ass with that. Hey, look, let me show you how to turn gold. First, you gotta do this. And then eliminate your group there. Damn.
See, I realize that form is slow, which means you slow in both body and mind.
Never trust no one.
The only thing that would have made it even better is if Frieza was like, you're so predictable, I bet you're going to try to attack me just to prove that you're better. And then having Frost get eliminated, that would have been like...
That would have been prime.
One of the best Frieza moments of all.
Oh, yeah, like he talked them into getting eliminated? Like,
exactly. As in, like, he goads him while he's angry. Yeah. He's Frost is sitting up there like, why you? And Frieza's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you think I'd be partners with a weakling? Go ahead and prove your strength if you think you're up to it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, where it is, that's still probably the best Frieza scene. Definitely the best Frieza scene in Super.
Yeah. It was great.
Frieza just proved himself that he doesn't even care about his own race as much as he does getting his life back.
Yeah, he's the coldest alive, bro. That's why his name's Frieza.
His name is Frieza because he cold as ice.
Yeah.
If Frieza were any colder, he'd have to be called Ice Cube.
No, he has to be called Ice-T. He has to be called Ice-T.
No.
What?
No.
Everybody like, what?
Ice-T, the hell are you talking about?
Ice-T, some washout rapper doing TV shows, man.
Ice-T is basically the Vanilla Ice of black rappers. You say, have you heard of Ice-T? Who?
Who that?
Like the one with the stripper wife.
Oh, yeah. Which one? There's a lot. I don't know if you know this.
Like in the great words of Conor McGregor, all the stripper bitches.
Yeah.
But back to the next topic though. What are you guys' thoughts on the provisional scans with Jiren versus Hit, Vegeta's Resolve, and Saiyan Maniac battle? What are you guys' thoughts on the scans for the upcoming episodes, past or after the 1 hour special?
That's why I think Universe 6 is in. The Saiyans are in trouble. What do you think they mean by Saiyan what was the last one?
Saiyan Maniac battle. Saiyan Maniac battle is what I.
Yeah, who do you?
That's what I heard
Who do you
too.
think? Who do you think it's going to be about then? If it's called Saiyan Maniac battle.
I really like your.
Maniac.
I really like that your theory in regards to that Frieza's gonna go straight after them because they are the weakest from Universe 6. But I think that it might be the second battle with Jiren and Goku because the video that I just did, I went over the preview like about like an hour. Like I've been like editing and going over the preview again and again, and what it showed in like the 1 hour special, maybe it's just for 109 and we might see, the red and blue form come together. But what we got from the new trailer is that it's just the blue form, how like what we saw from, the original piece of information that we got was Goku with his shirt off and all battle scars, I guess, from fighting with Jiren. And it was the red and blue aura, circulating him. But it also stated that it doesn't say that it wasn't a key never saw. It was a key that was never seen before. Maybe the key that he's fighting with is just the God key that has been seen, and then the red key will circulate his body when he's unconscious. Because that's kind of what the description was said as well, is that he's unconscious. But it showed him using the new form. So I don't know, man. It's kind of like I think it might be, just in regards to your question, it might be the second part of him versus Jiren. But I could be wrong. I'm just giving my 2 cents there. What about you, Bill?
Yeah, I feel like,
if they're going to do part 1 and part 2, I think they're going to do it right back to back, and then they're going to give a little bit of pause before a third and final part. Because let's be honest, they're probably going to stretch this like the Frieza fight.
Yeah.
They're going to milk this battle for all it's worth because of how much they hyped it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Vegeta's resolve is going to be either him finally taking on Hit, or maybe he's going to help Goku fight Jiren himself. Because think about it, what does Vegeta really have to resolve? other than taking on the two strongest characters that he's never been able to beat before.
Yeah, I still think that he would never beat
Fight
Vegeta.
somebody that Goku couldn't fight.
Jiren or
If he could beat Jiren, that would be resolve everything for Vegeta. Even if
oh
they
my
both
god.
eliminated each other.
If Vegeta were the one to finally ring out Jiren, I think everyone would jizz their collective hands.
dude, I'd be so happy because like they've been downplaying Vegeta a long time since the Majin Buu arc. Even in Dragon Ball Super, even though they made him kind of cocky again because he got the God form, they still been giving Goku everything because Akira Toriyama logic is Goku's the main character. He built up Goku and he just wants to stay with that. But they are kind of listening to the fans too in a way because just a quick tangent here that people were kind of going in regards to the outro. At the end of Dragon Ball Super, that whole outro, that's how people are getting eliminated. And then when people saw that, people were pissed off and they didn't want Vegeta to be next, which I know may kind of sound crazy, but he never got eliminated. The Mafuba jar broke and he's still alive. And with him defeating Jiren would make a big statement through the whole tournament saying, hey, I am the Prince of all Saiyans, motherfuckers, bow down to me. I think that would be awesome.
The prince does not bow to some filthy gray alien.
Yeah, I can see
You
it for
gods
you
of
the moment where
destruction
he
want a piece come
does
at me.
another self-destruct move like he did on Majin Buu, and he eliminate himself and Jiren, and he'd be like, "No, Kakarot, you finished the job." Ah!
Kakarot, I concede this victory to you. All my life I've been in your king's
I remember that
how
speech.
a prince, no less, could be so much weaker than yourself. But I realize now, it's your friends and your connections that makes you strong. Kakarot are stronger than me. I realize this now.
You had any
Some ass.
thoughts on that, Pat, though, before we go over to probably the next topic, like if Vegeta won the turn or beat Jiren?
Nah.
All right. You guys have any?
They're all entranced by my sultry voice.
Do you guys have any other theories or thoughts in regards to the provisional scans or descriptions or the 1 hour episode again that you guys want to go over at all or anything?
Nope.
No, I think we covered it.
How about you, Lord Frieza? Any last things? Okay. Well, with that, guys, I just want to say thank you again for joining me in regards to this Dragon Ball Super podcast, number 2. And just to give a big shout out again to Pojo for the main discussion of the podcast. And a shout out to all of you guys here as well with me. Bill the Berserker, Dark King 900, Rise of Pat, and Lord Frieza. Just a big shout out and thank you to all you guys. And again, appreciate it. Make sure you guys out there, the audience, subscribe, like, comment below. And I do guys hope you have a good rest of your day, all right? Bye-bye.
All right.
Hello, filthy earthlings and dirty monkeys. It is I, the invincible Lord Frieza. And if you liked Anime Insights videos, be sure to hit that big subscribe button, like, and also comment below what you thought about it. And I swear if I see any hurtful comments of any kind, I will end you.